Hi, I'm Alex Archibald. I've been buying and selling antiques since I was a kid. Over the years, generations of our family have gotten involved in the business, and I'll search just about anywhere I can to find hidden treasures both big and small. I never know what I'll turn up next. It's about exploring new places, seeing new sights, and having fun. And even though sometimes I get over my head, we try and make things a little better along the way. This is Curiosity. Hey guys, and welcome to today's episode. I thought I should take a little bit of time from my last episode. I got all that stuff from the estate sale, and I kind of didn't really get into what I found in terms of the t-shirts and some of the 45s. I was going to look through those later. Well, that later is now. So stay tuned with me as I dig through some vintage concert shirts and graphic tees, looking for treasure and some old 45s. Hopefully there's going to be some good stuff in here. Let's roll. First off, I have to say this bin is completely packed. The fellow that owned this has passed away, and he was really big into going to concerts and really big into comic books and things like that. And I was encouraged to find, where is it? There's a whole bunch of like lanyards from the shows and a lot of concert tickets from the shows. So there's a lot of ways to trace this stuff back, but let me show you some of the stuff I found. So I've been going through getting this stuff ready to auction off, and we're going to put some of the stuff through. Some of it's so cool though, I might want to hang on to it myself. All of them are a little bit large though. They're typically XL or 2XL, which is a bit bigger than what I wear. But they're so neat. And some people wear them baggy anyhow. But anyway, I thought I'd show you what's here. So Jethro Tull, Ian Anderson plays Jethro Tull, Thick as a Brick. And it looks like it was played on flute. I'm sure that was a cool concert. Rod Stewart tour shirt from 2023 with very retro looking graphics. This one, you can barely see it. It says you live, you learn, and it's the Jagged Little Pill tour from Alanis Morissette. Oddly, I didn't know that Alanis Morissette wrote one of those songs about Dave Coulier from Full House. Hard to hear some of those lyrics and know it was that guy. That is a Legions of Superheroes shirt, DC Comics. You got Silver Surfer, Elton John tour. There's, for whatever reason, Planet of the Apes, Back to Earth shirt, another Silver Surfer. And as I was going through, there's all kinds of neat stuff. So this is a Blade Runner shirt. That's pretty random. And some of these concerts he was going to were pretty eclectic. I don't know which one that is. Life, don't talk to me about it. Paul McCartney tour, Freshen Up tour. There's several of these David Byrne shirts from Talking Heads. I think those are all super cool. Obviously, he wanted to have a few of them, must have really liked it. This was neat. Look, it's from a Prince tour, specific to Canada, because it says on the back, Welcome to Canada tour. So you got a Prince t-shirt. I think that's pretty neat. And then U2 from the 360 tour, Elvis Costello, The Imposters, just all kinds of neat stuff. I mean, this guy had really interesting things. Roger Waters' The Wall live. Oh, Pink Floyd fans would probably appreciate that. So I'm just finding so much cool stuff. Like the Prince shirt is neat. And I like the Talking Heads. I've tormented my brother-in-law Patrick when we were clearing out the Potter's house by singing Talking Heads to him as we drove back and forth. But let's get some of this other stuff offloaded out of the bin. My dog is staring at me wanting to go outside. Do you want outside, dog? He's been active out there lately looking for stuff, and then we'll get back to sorting through this bin. Look at all this stuff. Okay, so we've got a nice vintage Elton John shirt here, or a little older. Farewell Yellow Brick Road. Black Eyed Peas. These look like scarves or do-rags or something. Raise the Dead, Alice Cooper. What do we have here? Bite Me. Whose concert was that? Oh, Avril Lavigne, Bite Me. All these concert tickets and stuff. Let's see. Garbage. They used to be kind of a neat band back in the day. Tom Tom Club. Some of these are so obscure, like I don't even know where you'd find this stuff other than a random box like this. John Mellencamp, no better than this tour. This looks like an older one, a little more simple. Oh, Bare Naked Ladies, no. They used to ask if they had $1 million, what would they do? Heart World Tour. Some of these are a little newer. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, that's cool, especially considering Tom Petty is not around anymore. That's a really neat one. That and Prince, I think those are super cool. Roger Waters' Dark Side of the Moon tour shirt. The old tin. What's this one? The Chicks Tour 2023. So that's just not that long ago. Well, I can tell you one thing. This fellow definitely had every weekend planned for almost his entire life. Look at all these concerts. How would you fit that many concerts in? But I mean, good for him. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers with Joe Cocker. Nothing wrong with that. The Commodores. The Smithereens. Oh, I see, the Smithereens at the Commodore. Pursuit of Happiness. Sinead O'Connor. Jesus and Mary Chain. Paul McCartney. Chicago. That's got to be an older one, 1989. Dan Seals from Seals and Croft. That one's kind of worn out. The Odd Couple. Lilith Fair. Remember when that was around. Meatloaf. The tickets that would have more value would be like the older ones. It was Rolling Stones in 94 that have the actual band name on it. Bare Naked Ladies, Bonnie Raitt, Jagged Little Pill, Book of Mormon, Jan Arden. Just everybody. I think these smaller ones are a little older. So that was for a game. Elton John in 84. David Bowie with Guess the Tubes and Peter Gabriel. That's a good lineup. That would have been a good one to go see. Depeche Mode. 1990. That was like peak Depeche Mode. Robert Plant, Debbie Harry and the Ramones with the Tom Tom Club and Jerry Harrison. 1990. Debbie Harry from Blondie. That's Blondie with the Ramones. Simon and Garfunkel when they were still together, 83. So Genesis, 84. This guy went to pretty much every major concert that was around. Oh, that one looks like it's signed. I don't know. Is that signed? What show is that? I guess that's one thing I should look for. This one looks like it's signed too. Randy something or other. What show is it? Oh, BTO, Randy Bachman. Oh, that's a Randy Bachman signature. Some of these are autographed. Who is this? The Late Show of On Plaza Showroom. I don't know who that is. But some of these have signatures on the back. I guess I'm going to have to really pay attention to this stuff as I go through because he must have stopped afterwards and got signatures for some of these people. Jerry Lee Lewis. It wasn't lit on fire like a piano. John Hyatt. Man, there's some good ticket stubs in here. Okay, I'll see. I'm going to go through and see if I can find any more autographed ones. But that's pretty cool. Found a Randy Bachman autographed one from the Guess Who already. That's a good start, right? That's neat. Bonnie Raitt. And who was this one? Roger Waters' The Wall, another Pink Floyd. Roxy Music. When were they touring last? And it's also 2XL. I guess he was wearing that size for a while. David Bowie TV taping. Huh. Saskatoon Blockade. So went to hockey games. Soviet Union versus Czechoslovakia. Robert Plant, a special guest. That would have been a good show, 1988. Boy, those concert stubs go way back. I know there's collectors for that kind of stuff, and especially collectors for these sort of backstage pass or exclusive access kind of tickets and stuff. Great to have gone to a Pink Floyd show and had access to a lot of those areas. So pretty neat selection of concert shirts, I think. I think it's neat stuff. And then there was also the 45s, which now I've made a big pile of t-shirts. Got to come around and show you the 45. So as you can imagine, a lot of the songs that we saw, Jealous Guy, Roxy Music, so the Ruddles, which is sort of a comedy take on the Beatles. But then there was a lot of Beatles stuff. But then you've got this sort of rare, obscure Japanese Beatles 45. Toshiba EMI. I just think that's cool. The Beatles, For Me to You on VJ. Like, there's some unusual pressings. Of course, you got your Lady Madonna and so forth on the Apple with the Apple branded sleeve. This is Wings, Paul McCartney and Wings. Walking on Thin Ice for John. This is 1981. And this is right after he passed. And then she put this out and says, I knew John would not rest his mind if I hadn't put this out. I hope you like it, John. I did my best. Original 1967 Magical Mystery Tour with the insert, the little booklet. Isn't that neat? And the 45s that go in it. Excuse me. I haven't seen these before. The Beatles on Odeon, made in Germany. So German pressings of the Beatles with the Beatles picture sleeves. Even my dad, who was a huge Beatles fan, I don't think he even had those. He would have been crazy about that. And then all these David Bowie 45s, Rolling Stones, Elvis Costello picture sleeves. There's all kinds of actually really good music. Just a lot of really neat stuff. Now, I haven't looked up the value of the Beatles 45s and stuff. I imagine there's going to be some good value, especially in those. I know some of these picture sleeves can be, like $10, $15, $20 and up. So you kind of start tallying this stuff up and gosh, there might be a bit of value here. But I have to stay focused and I have to get this stuff off to auction. And only time will tell what it'll sell for. But I think the slightly more unusual ones, I might actually hold on to for the time being, like the Pink Floyd and that, and maybe try and sell that privately. But a really good stack and really good haul of neat musical merchandise here. So thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed going through these buckets of stuff with me. The records, there's some pretty cool ones in there, I have to admit, and some of the t-shirts I held back, even though they don't fit me, I don't know, it's just hard to let go of some of them. But eventually I know I'll have to. But for the time being, the rest of the stuff is going to go through auction, and fingers crossed, we should see a return on our investment. So guys, check your basements, check your attics. You might be sitting on stuff that's worth some money. As for me, I'm going to get back to work, get this stuff over to the auction house, and see how she goes. But guys, thanks again for watching. We'll see y'all soon. Subscribe if you haven't done that already. And as always, bye for now.